Well, it's cool. This is unique for Law and Order Special Victims Unit because we usually don't link our shows together. Our shows usually are standalone episodes, so you kind of always get that relief in knowing that at the end of the episode you'll have some type of closure. Not in these shows. These shows cliffhang one right into the next. We just shot the show that connects to the cliffhanger from last season, but we haven't gotten the show that connects to that one yet. So it's still a lot of questions even here on the set. The closest thing I can say is that, we're investigating a person who has a lot of ties in government. They have a lot of ties, behind the scenes, a truly powerful person, not a person that just has money, but a lot of connections, and a very gangster person that has no problem crossing the cops. They have no problem doing anything. And it's kind of like our unit has kind of met our match. It's kind of hard to explain without saying who is the real culprit, because there's two people that are running. One is a guy that runs an escort service, and there's another woman who claims she doesn't. And you're trying to figure out, well, who's making all these calls and who's crossing who. Everybody's getting crossed and set up. And Danny starts to go in a little bit too deep. I mean, early in the season finale, I kind of questioned him because he was like, feeling sorry for strippers. And it's kind of like I seen a weak spot in him, like, oh, you'll get emotional behind this stuff. And what happens is he kind of gets pulled in a little bit by one of the girls, which puts him in a very dangerous position because these chicks are really smart and slick. Yeah, it seems that he's been set up, but we don't know by who. We don't know, because Cragen has a history with alcohol, and the way these people are setting these traps, it's hard to figure out, and they're very crafty and very good at it. So, when we left last season, he woke up with a hooker in his bed with the neck slashed. It's not a good look. When the captain is the super cop, he's the cop that's been there longer than anybody. He's the one we take our orders from, and to see him in trouble, we all kind of come to his aid. He's our boss, but we love him. We don't want to see him in this cross, and we don't believe it. But the people that are framing him, they make it look very possible. All of us are just trying to search for the truth, and it continuously twists back on itself. This is one of those shows, the way they're writing it right now, like we say in the hood, anybody can get it. At any moment, you don't know who's going to pop up dead.